You may think high-level education ended with your career, but major universities across the country are hiding a secret benefit for people over 60. It's this remarkable opportunity that honestly just flies under the radar for most people. A quiet revolution in learning that's been built specifically for this chapter of life. I want you to just picture this for a second. You're walking onto a beautiful university campus, not as a tourist, but as a real member of the community. You're in a classroom, debating big, fascinating ideas. Not for a grade, but just for the pure joy of it. See, this isn't about chasing another degree or trying to advance a career. This is about re-engaging with the world, connecting with interesting people, and just feeding your curiosity. All in a vibrant academic setting, but totally free from the old pressures of grades and tests. It's a chance to finally learn what you've always wanted to learn, simply because you want to. So in this explainer, we're going to walk through a 6-part journey to uncover this whole opportunity and show you exactly how you can tap into it. First, we'll pull back the curtain on this hidden college benefit. Then we'll get into the new challenges that retirement can bring. From there, we'll dive into the model that makes it all work, and I'll give you a clear 3-step path to get started. After that, we'll zoom out and see how this is really an investment in your own vitality. And finally, we'll wrap up with a simple challenge you can do today. Okay, let's dive right into our first section and really unpack this hidden benefit. You know, the best part about it is that it is so much more accessible than you might think. This isn't some exclusive club with a crazy application process or a bunch of prerequisites. You don't have to go digging up old transcripts or write some formal essay. No, this is a network that's been specifically and very thoughtfully designed for a new chapter in life. One where learning is all about enrichment and connection, not about competition and stress. It's really built on the idea that the desire to learn, well, that's a lifelong thing.
And that quote right there, that is the core of it all. This isn't about going back to school to get a degree. It's about engaging your mind on your own terms, just for the enrichment it brings. Now, let's really focus on those key words you see on the slide: low cost and test-free. I mean, these aren't just minor features, they are the philosophical pillars of the entire program. All those pressures that usually define higher education, the sky-high tuition, the stress of exams, the competition for grades, all of that is completely gone. The whole system is built for a different and I think a more profound purpose: to give you high-quality, university-level intellectual stimulation in a really welcoming, collaborative, and social environment.
So what is this thing called? Well, this network, the key to unlocking this whole hidden college experience, is called the 𝐀𝐟𝐟 Lifelong Learning Institute, or 𝐀𝐟𝐿I for short. Now, as the slide says, it's a national network, but I want you to focus on that key phrase: university affiliated. That is so important. This isn't just a program at a local community center. It's a formal partnership. It means these institutes are directly connected to 125 respected colleges and universities all across the country. And that affiliation gives 𝐀𝐿I members access to the university's resources. We're talking libraries, lecture halls, that whole campus vibe. And often they're world-class experts and retired professors, all within a framework that's been tailor-made for lifelong learners. Okay, so now that we know what 𝐀𝐿I is, let's move on and explore why an opportunity like this is so incredibly crucial during this phase of life. The transition into retirement is often talked about like it's a finish line, right? The end of the long marathon of a career. But it's probably more accurate to think of it as the start of a brand new race, a different kind of race, with a different pace and different goals. And just like any new thing, it comes with its own unique set of challenges we need to be ready for. This question on the slide is one that nearly everyone faces. And honestly, finding a good answer to it is absolutely critical for your long-term well-being. I mean, think about it. For 30, 40, maybe even 50 years, our lives are often defined by the steady rhythm of work. You've got the morning commute, the colleagues you see every single day, the meetings, the deadlines, the problems you have to solve, the conversations over lunch. That whole rhythm provides structure, social connection, and a sense of purpose. And when that rhythm suddenly stops, it can feel amazing at first. But for a lot of people, that initial freedom can give way to a kind of quiet, a lack of that built-in structure that can be surprisingly tough to navigate. And this slide just lays it out so perfectly. On the left, you've got career life, with its built-in structure, that constant social feedback loop, and the daily mental gymnastics of solving problems. Your brain is always being challenged. Then, on the right, retirement can become totally unstructured. The path isn't so clear anymore. And that lack of routine, while it feels freeing at first, carries this risk of social isolation and really a potential for mental stagnation. The mental muscles we used to exercise every day at work, like critical thinking and analysis, they don't just go away. They just need a new kind of gym to stay strong. And this right here is the urgent context. This isn't just about finding a new hobby or avoiding boredom. We're talking about fundamental brain health. And the science on this is crystal clear. Staying mentally active and socially connected are two of the most powerful tools we have to build what's called cognitive resilience and actively defend against age-related mental decline. So the challenge isn't just to fill the empty hours on the calendar. It's to fill that time with meaningful, stimulating activity that nourishes both your mind and your spirit. And that is exactly the problem that a program like 𝐀𝐟𝐼 is designed to solve. So this brings us to our third section, and right to the core solution. We've talked about the challenge, the need for structure, engagement, and community. So now, let's look at the answer. The 𝐀𝐟𝐼 model is built on a really simple, powerful principle, and it provides a near-perfect solution that was designed with a deep understanding of what makes this stage of life so unique and full of potential.
I love this simple statement. It's the philosophy at the very heart of the entire 𝐀𝐟𝐼 network. Your formal career might end, your daily commute might stop, but your innate desire to learn, to understand the world, to talk about big ideas, that never goes away. In fact, for a lot of people, it gets even stronger when there's finally time to pursue it. 𝐀𝐟𝐼's genius is that it provides a practical, accessible framework for that curiosity. It offers this rich menu of intellectual stimulation, and at the same time, it fosters a powerful, renewed sense of purpose. It's a unique place where your decades of life experience aren't just respected, they're a vital asset to the conversation. It's a place where your questions really do become the curriculum.
Okay, now let's talk about one of the most surprising and frankly compelling aspects of the 𝐀𝐟𝐼 model. Just look at that number on the screen. A typical annual membership fee is somewhere between $50 and $65. Just let that sink in for a second. For a fee that's often less than a single monthly cable bill or one dinner out, you are buying a key, an annual pass to a university community. This incredibly low cost isn't an accident, it's completely intentional. The whole program, which is supported by the Bernard Osher Foundation, is designed to remove the financial barriers that would otherwise stop countless people from participating. It's a model that really democratizes education.
And as this slide shows, that small annual fee unlocks a total treasure chest of university-level perks. Let's just break this down. First, you get access to the campus itself. This often includes library privileges, access to special university lectures, concerts, and other events. Second, you unlock a catalog of fascinating non-credit courses at a tiny fraction of what a traditional student would pay. I mean, we're talking courses on everything from the history of jazz to the future of AI. Third, these classes are often taught by brilliant retired professors or passionate local experts. And most importantly, you join a vibrant community of peers where the goal is shared discovery, not competition. This whole combination fosters a renewed sense of relevance, reminding you that you are still a vital, contributing member of the intellectual world.
Okay, so understanding the what and the why is the first part. Now, in section 4, let's get really practical and look at how to actually do this. Because it's one thing to know that this amazing resource exists, but it's another to have a clear roadmap for how to engage with it. The good news is, getting started is incredibly straightforward, and we can break it down into 3 simple steps. So, as you can see, it really just breaks down into these 3 transparent steps. Step 1, find your local 𝐀𝐟𝐼. The National 𝐀𝐟𝐼 Network has an easy-to-use website. You can just search for 𝐀𝐟𝐼 Lifelong Learning Institute, and it'll pop right up. From there, you can search by state or city to find the university near you. Step 2, understand the fee structure. It's simple, but it has 2 parts. You've got that very low annual membership fee we talked about, which gets you in the door. Then there's usually a small separate fee for each individual course you decide to take, which is always very modest. And step 3, and this is probably the most important part, prioritize your learning. Be intentional about the classes you choose to get the most out of it. And this slide really gets to the heart of that 3rd step. Here's the crucial point. While sure, a passive lecture on art history can be fascinating, a class that actively involves discussion, debate, or even collaborative projects is going to give you so much more. You're looking for that sweet spot that engages your brain with new ideas while also connecting you with all the other curious minds in the room. That powerful combination is what really effectively combats the dual risks of isolation and mental stagnation that we talked about earlier. For our 5th section, let's kind of shift our perspective to the long game. Let's talk about the profound long-term payoff and the impact this has on your overall well-being. Because joining an 𝐀𝐟𝐼 program isn't just some casual activity, it's not just about filling a Tuesday afternoon. This is a strategic, proactive investment in your future. It's a conscious decision about the quality of life you want to lead for the next 10, 20, or even 30 years. Think of it this way. Every class you take, every new idea you encounter, every discussion you join, it's like making a deposit into your cognitive bank account.
This is a unique opportunity for joyful, low-pressure learning that just compounds over time, paying dividends for years to come. With each class, you are actively building new neural pathways, strengthening your memory, and honing your critical thinking skills, all while having a genuinely good time in a social setting. It's one of the few investments in life that comes with a guaranteed, positive return for your health and happiness.
And look, this isn't just some feel-good idea. A ton of research shows that this specific kind of engagement is a powerful predictor of life satisfaction in later life. Just look at what it fosters. Continuous growth, so you never feel like your best days are behind you. It builds emotional resilience because you have the support of a new social network. It sharpens your intellectual vitality, keeping your mind agile, and it creates meaningful engagement, giving your days a structure and purpose that is deeply satisfying. Together, these things are the very bedrock of a truly happy and fulfilling retirement. So, as we arrive at our final section, let's pull all of this together with one single distilled lesson and a simple, actionable challenge. We've explored what OLI is, why it's so important for navigating retirement, and how to get started. Now, it's time to talk about the now, the one small, easy step you can take today to begin this exciting new journey. This slide really captures the key takeaway of our entire discussion today. If retirement presents the challenge of a blank, unstructured calendar, then OLI provides the structure, the tools, and the community to fill that calendar with purpose and joy. It is a system designed to transform what could be empty hours into a powerful engine for personal growth, cognitive health, and genuine happiness. Ultimately, it's the difference between simply passing the time and making your time truly matter. So, here is your challenge for today. It's simple, it's private, it takes just a few minutes, and it could be the start of a wonderful new chapter. Before you move on with your day, just take one small action. Open a web browser on your computer or your phone, and simply search for the 𝐀𝐟𝐟𝐢𝐥𝐢𝐚 Lifelong Learning Institute Network. The first result will be their national website. Click on it and find the university-affiliated program nearest you. There's no commitment. You're not signing up for anything. You're just looking. Just see what's out there. See what kind of courses they're offering. Get a feel for the possibilities. And as you take a moment to do that, let's close with a final recap. First, let's remind ourselves of the core opportunity here. The OLI network provides an incredibly affordable and accessible college setting, designed from the ground up specifically for both intellectual and social growth. It's a space where you belong. Next, let's revisit that most helpful insight we uncovered, the surprising power of that small annual membership fee. That's the key that unlocks a world of high-quality learning and valuable campus perks, removing all those financial barriers to staying engaged. And finally, let's just end with this one reassuring thought. By fueling your curiosity, you're not just passing time. You're actively choosing a future of mental vitality and meaningful social connection. Taking that small step of just looking up your local OLI online isn't just a search. It's the start of a process of investing in and securing your own vitality. It's a choice to embrace growth, to seek out connection, and to build a future that is as rich and engaging as your past. You can approach this next chapter with calm confidence and a genuine, well-founded hope for everything that is still to come.